Hey air signs, welcome to Maslow Tarot. I'm here to do your reading for air signs for the next 30 days. Okay, so that'll be the rest of April and a little bit of May. Aqua, you kept coming through for through my water sign readings, so I'm guessing that you need a reading. So we're gonna do you first. All right. So I do bring in my guides, ancestors, spirit of the highest vibration only, please, to assist me with this reading for the air signs, to provide them the utmost clarity and insight for their highest benefits only, please. For anybody watching this reading. All right. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please do subscribe by hitting the little bell on the, I don't know, down there. Anything you need to know is in the description box about Maslow Tarot. And yeah, let's do your reading. Sorry it's taking me so long to get these out. I'm still new to this. I'm still trying to figure out how to get the readings out with my work schedule and my life changes. So I apologize, but I love you guys and thank you so much for stopping by. Let's see what's going on. What's going on for Aquarius? All right, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus Aquarius for the next 30 days. Aqua, what do you need to know for the next 30 days? What's going on in your life? Whoa. I want to take them, but I don't know. For Aqua. Self-care. I like it. Self-care. Healing from within is what I got. Healing from within. Seeing the brighter side of things. Maybe changing a negative mindset is what I'm getting. All right, what are some important emotions that are going through Aqua's heart and mind and soul for the next 30 days for Aqua, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? That's Bonnie. She's stretching. All right, Aqua, what are some important emotions that you need to know about the next 30 days? Peace. Finding inner peace. So I'm a being of love and I release all negative energy. Again, getting rid of negative energy, right? You're probably changing your mindset, changing your environment, making changes so that you can live more positively towards yourself and in a way that's towards growth rather than stagnancy or repeating old cycles. We also got the Kipper deck here, so we're going to get some more information with that. It's a new deck. Yay for the Kipper deck. Everybody loves the Kipper. All right, Aquarius. What do you need to know for the next 30 days? What's going on? Something about a band? Band-aid? Band? Okay. All right. What for Aquarius for the next 30 days? Woo! All right, so we've got poverty. Poverty, 37. Closing a cycle, you got nothing left. When you got nothing, you still got yourself. And actually, sometimes you have to lose it all to realize what really matters. And you could be at this cycle. Yeah. Thoughts, probably a lack mindset. You know, changing your mindset because what you think about, you bring about. So we have coffin. 19, another 10, and house. Could be losing a house, feeling like you want to give up. But instead, you're going to be making some changes. Changes in your mindset, changes in your actions, doing what you can with what you can control in order to fix a situation that's leaving you feeling down and out, leaving you feel empty. Looks like we got another heavy reading here. All right, then. I'm down for it. All right, Aquarius, what's going on? So you have a lot more time to think. You have a lot more time to think. You've probably lost a lot in this last month. Or in this last couple months. And it seems like you're kind of over it. Like you're done being sad. Or you don't want to be sad about it anymore. Because you can't really change it. It was inevitably going to end, right? It couldn't have, it wasn't sustainable. noticing this gate by this house, and you could be closing off, like going into hermit mode at this time in order to retrospect and to really think about things and how something is changing your life, whether it be an actual person who has left this realm, who has passed on. I don't know, we're going to do a Celtic cross to get some more information. But yeah, taking care of yourself is very important at this time. You know, starting small, and just be proud of yourself for handling it. And no matter what it is, whether it's just getting out of bed to brush your teeth, you know, let's see what's going on. All right, Aquarius. Blindfolded, can't see really what's in front of you, not really wanting to see because it's scary, you know, still holding on to hope that really probably isn't there. Denial. We also have the star. It's crossing this reading, so it's the challenge. The challenge right now is to heal yourself, to be vulnerable, to really, I don't know why I'm saying this, but get naked with your thoughts, if that makes sense. You might have ended a cycle with someone you deeply cared about. This could have been someone who has left your life, or somebody who has left the earthly realm, okay? It could be making you feel like you don't want to do anything at this time. But I'm proud of you because it looks like you're steering away from old ways of coping or negative ways of coping. We do have what you're focusing on right now is how much you love that person, how much you miss them, being separated, you know, regaining a sense of up and down without this person in your life. This person could have had a really big impact on you, or helped you make a lot of decisions is what I'm getting. And now it's like you have to move forward without them? How am I supposed to do that? I am seeing what they gave you here was a gift. That the purpose of them doing all this for you, being a part of your life, was to help you be stronger and moving on, right? And moving forward. I feel like they knew that they weren't going to be around forever, right? So this was something that was known. You want to give up. In your recent past, you wanted to give up, but you're still, it's a burden. It's heavy. It's hard. You don't even want to look it in the eyes, you know? Like, I wouldn't either. Like, I recently lost some people in January, and I know how hard it is. But your strength right here is the King of Coins, right? You might have gotten an inheritance. You know, you might be very grounded at this time. You might have a close relationship with loss to the point where you know how to survive, right? You know it's going to be okay, but right now you just need to be vulnerable for a little bit. You're tired of being strong. But you have the means in order to see both sides of the coin, I guess, to see and feel the hurt and the pain, but to also logically move forward and do what's right for yourself. Okay, because I think that's what this person would have wanted, or it freed up a lot more space for you to do that. But it's time for you to stand up on your own 2 feet and realize that you are just as strong without this person as you are with them, because you carry that on within you, whether this is a lost relationship, you know, a breakup, or something heavier, right? You have been given a gift here, and you give it legs. You're keeping it alive, right? So in your near future, you could be not really able to pay attention. You're going to have some trouble paying attention or focusing. And I think really diving into your self-love and like what you need as just like for your soul, whether it's to get angry, whether it's to journal, you know, to connect with music, whether it's to cry, to stay in bed for a while, like you need to do those things because you're running out of steam, right? You can't be strong all the time. We're not meant to be constantly surviving. But yeah, so you will move forward. I mean, in your near future, it's going to be hard. You're probably going to have a lot of tasks in front of you, and it's hard to focus on just one thing at a time, but just take a breather, take a step back, and pay attention to the details. Take as slow as you need to. And God, this is what kept coming to me when I was going through my thing, was give yourself grace. No one is expecting you to hop back on the horse and go full-fledged ahead, you know, full force ahead. Use this time to really take off the blindfold and see things that you don't want to see, to accept things in a new light, and keeping it alive, keeping the glow alive, keeping that gift alive. Because no matter what, there were things that you learned from this situation that you're carrying forward, and it's caused you to become this very mature and strong, independent person. You might not feel like it right now, but you will. You will. So right now, what is being suggested as your approach is to be honest with your feelings. Even if it's just really small things, like just letting someone know, hey, I'm not okay today. You know, I'm sad today. Like, it doesn't mean you have to let it all out. I mean, just little pieces at a time, connecting with at least one person that you can lean on. You know, at least one person who maybe been through it before, and just letting them know how you feel. And just say, I'm underwater right now. Like, I'm with the fish. And I'm not used to this because I'm an air sign. Maybe you have a lot of water in your chart and you are used to it. But you're like, I just want to survive. But right now, I feel like I'm just going through the motions. And I just don't understand why this keeps happening or has to happen. Or, you know, I'm actually pretty lost right now. I don't feel good. Okay? But it's time to open up a little bit. I know, Aquarius, you probably don't really like that. Even if it's to your journal, or even talk to the walls in your room, you know, the spirit, the air, the ether, earth, you know, God. Just get your emotions out, even if it's a little bit at a time. It might feel even worse for a little bit, but it feels worse before it gets better, because you have to get it out. You have to acknowledge it. You have to look at it, because if you didn't feel anything, that would mean you didn't care, right? You're absolutely normal. Okay? And you probably had something really special with this person, and I'm sorry that you're going through a tough time. Okay? But this is making you so much stronger and wiser. As far as your hopes and fears, we have the Devil in reverse. Okay? So you're avoiding any toxic behaviors. Maybe you used to cope with drinking, or sex, or, you know, really toxic thoughts, hating yourself, blaming yourself, you know, gosh, I can never do this right, you know. That is your hope and fear this time. I think you're doing really good. You are manifesting right now your self-care, and as long as you keep putting yourself first, everybody messes up, right? We tiptoe into that darkness because sometimes it just makes more sense to be angry. It makes more sense to feel it, be in the darkness, because that's reminding us that it happened and that it was real. But, you know, don't stay there too long. So don't be so worried, and because if you mess up, like, it happens. Okay? So just don't stay there too long. Come back to us. You know, come back to us. But don't put so much pressure on yourself to be perfect, because it does not exist. We know this. So something that you need to know is that you're manifesting. You're in a manifestation energy. I think this is that Aries new moon energy coming in to stir some shit up. You might actually be inspired soon. There's something that you can create with this story that you have to tell, with this emotional energy that is just kind of swirling around. I don't know if you're gifted in the arts or any type of art, or creation, but you're meant to, I think, do something. That's what I'm getting. You're meant to do something with this. There's no rush or anything, all in your own time. But this is some pretty creative stuff that you got swirling around right now. Now, it might not be something you're ready to talk about, or you'll be ready to talk about anytime soon. You could be very much so not able to think clearly or make logical sense of it, but maybe you're not meant to. It's time to connect more to the heart space, right? And let's see if we can get you some more information. What's this King of Swords for the potential future? So the King of Swords is, you could become very cold. You know, not really wanting to invest in anything on an emotional level. Maybe fear of loss is a part of that. Yeah. fear of loss. So we have the Nine of Swords in reverse connected to that King of Swords in reverse. So it's like, in order to keep yourself from worrying about this happening, and you're like, okay, I just won't have any deep relationships. You know, I won't even try for love. Like, it just ends up hurting, you know? So you might be looking at a cycle that's, depending on how you handle the situation, it's at your fingertips. You know, the heart is very resilient. We are resilient beings. And we can take this however we want to. And there's no right or wrong. Like, no one's going to tell you, you have to find love. You know, you have to do this. No, you got to do what's right for you. Okay? And if that's where you want to go, that's where you want to go. It's a journey. Okay? I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. We do have the Three of Cups coming out. There will be some celebrations ahead. You will find some close friends, or just keep your friends close. Celebrate your wins. Do not forget to celebrate your wins and the good things. At the very least, give yourself that. Give yourself more credit. Okay? It's not all bad. Yeah, so you're definitely going through some pain right now. Right? Drop the sword. Feel the feels. Pain is love, right? Unfortunately. It just makes sense with this card. Pain is love. Heartbreak is love. If we weren't in pain and if we never felt heartbreak, then did we ever even know love? So see both sides of the coin. Okay? Be grateful for what you can. And let things go that you couldn't control. And find one person to open up to. At least one. Let's get you some advice, Aquarius. Alright. Get some advice from the Fairy deck. This Bradley Valentine's deck. Advice for Aquarius, please. Jeez. So reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, or cherishing your time alone. There's that Nine of Coins. Do what you can to, like, stay active, right? Creating value out of just yourself, just what you have to offer in your home. Maybe you like to sew, or like put things together, music, you know. Reward yourself by doing little things like that, you know, even if it's just alone. Six of Winter, positive changes are on the way. A welcome relief from troubled times, traveling or relocating. So the Six of Swords. So you'll be getting out of these troubled waters. It just takes time, right? You might be doing it alone, but you do see a really nice outcome. Once you start moving and taking those steps towards the unknown, it starts to be known. You start to see things that take you away from your past and more towards your future. But right now, it's like time to just be still, probably, for a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. And advice for Aquarius for the next 30 days for handling the situation or getting through. For Aquarius, please. Yeah. So we have the Winter card. The wolf there. Take care of your needs. You're being called out. You're being called out. All right, self-care. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to put yourself first. And don't be afraid to be vulnerable in this time of need. So the Moon card. I love this card. Look how pretty it is. So it's a cycle. So the moon is in cycles. So take note of intuitive messages. You could be getting more insight at this time, trusting your instincts. Stay in the moment. You could have a lot of time, again, a lot of time to think, a lot of time to be in the moment. Make sure you're not always in your head, and then you kind of connect with your space a little bit. You never know what might be wanting to show itself. And then take charge with authority, the Lord. When you're ready, take charge. Don't be afraid to put yourself first and to make sure that you're asking for everything you need, right? Don't sell yourself short. Don't be like, oh, I can do with that much pay an hour. It's fine. No, ask for what you need, okay? There's nothing wrong with asking. Perfect. All right, Aqua, thank you so much for listening. I really am sorry if you have lost anybody. We are all here to help each other and to be there for each other. And I hope you can find some light in this time of need. But I definitely wish you the absolute best and sending a lot of love. Okay? All right. Who's next? Gemini. Where are my Geminis at? Gemini, what are you doing? Still putting away cards. Just give me a moment here. All right, let's see. Look over here. Let me get some of my drink. Okay. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the next 30 days. If this reading doesn't resonate, take what resonates and leave the rest. Energy is fluid. It could be pertaining to somebody in your energy, the past. It doesn't necessarily have to be right now. But yes, so Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So we're looking at you for the next 30 days. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you around for the next one. You're stronger than you know, Gemini. I feel like a victory is had. A victory is on the table, and it's time for you to grab it. Acknowledge it. Own it. You're stronger than you know. So even if you know you're strong, you're even stronger than that. Oh, that's too many. He wants to just give you like half the deck. All right, let's see if some important emotions that might be going on for Gemini this month or for the next 30 days. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Spirit. For Gemini. Emotions for Gemini for the next 30 days. I just heard slow down. All right, I'm slowing down. I tend to do that. I get really excited. All right, for Gemini. Imagination. Your dreams are coming true. You're pushing the limits. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. You could be creating something right now, like maybe writing something. Growth at the bottom of the deck. Really expanding your creative intuition by playing with the universe, playing with imagination and your dreams, taking steps and seeing what will happen, right? You could feel really great at this time, or you're making a new initiative to actually take care of your body on a different level. You're stronger than you know, and you know that you're going to get through this. Okay, whatever it is, let's find out some more. So let's use the Kipper deck. Kipper. What is going on for my Geminis for the next 30 days? What do they need to know? The Geminis watching this. What do they need to know? What is coming in? What is happening? What is coming in? What is happening? For the Geminis. Oh, mature male. So we're looking at an older gentleman, maybe somebody, maybe a doctor, a teacher, maybe dating somebody older. False person and journey. All right. I feel like you're definitely on a path, and this person might be trying to block you. They could just really have not very nice things to say, or they're trying to get into, yeah, expectation. It's like, you know, that they're always got something to say. They always got something to say. And you know what? You see it. You know they're wearing a mask. Courthouse. All right. This could be a legal matter. This could be a matter of right and wrong. This could be some communication coming in. But yeah, you're on your way somewhere. You're leaving. You're leaving an old situation behind. Getting away from a false person that might be an older male energy. You expected something to come around, but you might be getting some communication. Or maybe an actual, you might be taking the next step and getting a legal order of protection, right, against this person. If they keep trying to come around and bring back their bullshit, you know, you could be finally over this. To the point where, like, let's put this on paper. Right? Okay. All right, so we're going to be doing a Celtic cross spread for you, Gemini. All right, Gemini, what's going on for the next 30 days? Can we get some more information pertaining to this spread, please? All right, so we're doing a Celtic cross for Gemini. Journey, huh? All right. So we have the Five of Wands, getting away from conflict, right? Not seeing eye to eye, but really separating yourself from that type of energy. It could be a surprise that comes in, a tower. You know, this is their challenge for the next 30 days. Unexpected upheaval. Yeah, it just kind of takes you aback. It kind of knocks you off your feet. So it looks like you might be coming into a little bit of instability this month pertaining to an unexpected situation. But let's see, towers aren't always bad. You need to focus on your partnerships. This is something to really focus on this month. You know, really strengthening that bond you have with somebody. They could be your right-hand man. They could be somebody that helps you get through, right? So really appreciate that and focus on that. In the recent past, you were kind of, your happiness was being blocked. It's like you could see it, but you couldn't feel it, right? Your inner child might be a little disconnected. You might need to do some inner child work. There could be a missed opportunity here, but your strength right now is not needing to take action. It's time to take a break. So this is in the strength position. So it's a missed opportunity, but I think something better is happening. Something better is coming along. So if you're upset because you didn't take the right action, or something didn't come through, or you didn't get a message, or maybe the message you didn't really like, I think it's for your best interest at this time because it's in the strength position. So try to flip that idea of it being something that you wanted or needed, because it might have not been. Ooh, when you got the near energy is the Lovers. It's actually the Gemini card. So you could be really standing in your power at this time, or meeting somebody significant in the near future, or solidifying a connection into even a deeper connection. This could be definitely a guided meeting, a fated meeting, if you will. So, all right. So it looks like you're getting through some heartbreak at this time. You're finally getting over this. Or some pain that's been dwelling inside of you. Your suggested approach is to kind of find your team, find your tribe, you know, do a little group therapy, you know, like really find your place in a group or a project, to put something that keeps that fire burning. What is it? Keep the midnight oil burning or something that just reignites you, and you get to connect with other people. So really find a project that you can be a part of that makes you feel a part of something bigger than yourself, maybe. That's your suggested approach. What you need to know is that you could be sacrificing yourself in some way. So the Hanging Man, in the reverse position is sacrificial energy. Being in a place where you are uncomfortable or something that's kind of holding you back, but it's like you are fully able to move forward. You are so ripe, you may be going rotten. It might be time to move forward. Because generally the hangman upright is a pause. It's like, okay, we're going to make you pause to reflect and enlighten yourself. But you've been enlightened. You're ready. You're ready to move forward. Okay? You're ready to move forward. Hopes and fears, King of Swords. So you want to be the best you can be. This is the air sign card, air court card, right? So you want to be able to communicate effectively. Maybe you have a big speech that you're working on, or a project, or a presentation, and that's something that's on your mind, and you want to be able to present yourself in a way that you are in charge, you know what you're talking about, and you have a logical approach that makes sense. Maybe you're providing solutions. Okay, people come to you for answers because you probably know, right? And I think your worry here is that you won't be heard. You won't be heard, or you won't have the right answers, and no one's going to know that you truly are a king. You truly are this person that is leveled up, right? It's like kind of like that lack of self-esteem in a sense. With your potential future, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. Still dealing with some pain, but getting over it, getting through it, if you will. But it's still on the table, which means it can flip up right at any time and hurt. So there's still some pain that needs to be acknowledged in order to truly move forward and get through it. But in the potential future, you might just be reminded of how much you have gotten through. Yeah. How necessary it may have been. All right. Let's get you some. Let's get you some advice. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go angels and ancestors for you. Can we get some advice for Gemini, please? For the next 30 days for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, please. Gemini. That's fun. Hello. Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. Open your heart space. Feel something. Feel the emotions. Right? Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about if people are receiving you correctly. Just love yourself. Know that you are loved. Okay? Walk around with that essence within you because you are. Right? No sense in worrying about it. The people who need you, the people who need to be in your circle will find you. Move in a new direction. Right? If you feel aimless, try a different way. Right? Try something different. Sometimes you have to try something different. Because we all are just travelers, right? Be a tourist for a little bit. Tourist. Maybe you take a trip. Be anonymous in a new land. Anything else for Gemini? No. All right, let's do some animal spirit cards too, because this reading was really short. For Gemini, what kind of advice do they... That's a lot. We're just going to put that back. It's like 15 cards again. Speak your passion aloud and defend those whom you love in word and deed. So this is like a lot of movement, taking action, right? Supporting the people that you love and that you care about. But speak your passion aloud and clear. Don't be afraid of being wrong, right? You're you, and you have your own way that you need to do this. Take note of the messages and whispers The messages in whispers and secrets adrift on the breeze. Once you find that harmony and balance within yourself, and you really start to take the attention that you have from being inward to being more outward, and just being in the moment, you probably will feel some weird things. You'll see some stuff. Maybe go out in nature, go to the park, do some things outside now that the weather might be getting nicer, and just reconnect with that. Ooh, octopus. Travel across earth and over sea to securely embrace your dream. That's awesome. Take a next step, you know? Be physical about it. That's what I got. Be physical about it. Explore new lands, talk to people, right? Get inspired through meeting different walks of life. You know, finding where the need is and providing a bridge to a gap that may exist. You could be the person that really has an answer towards a solution, you know, at this time. But you just need to get out there. Anyway, I really appreciate you coming to hang out with me, Gemini. I hope you are doing well. And I wish you the absolute best in the next 30 days. And I hope to see you next time. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so you can be on my collective list. And maybe the readings will resonate more in your favor. Thank you so much for supporting. All right. Who's next? Virgo. Wait, no, not Virgo. I keep wanting to do Virgo. That's so funny. Libra. Hey, Libra. All right. Get reset here. I'm the loudest drinker ever. All right. Libra. What's going on with you? I hope you're well. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. So this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus for the next 30 days. So the end of April, rest of April, and then a little bit of May. All right, so the next 30 days for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. What do they need to know? Again, if this doesn't resonate, please know that energy is fluid. It could actually be pertaining to somebody in your energy rather than you. Time is not linear, so this could actually be the past. But there might be messages here for you. All right. Ooh. So we got heavenly signs. I feel like you're really connected to springtime. Like there's something about spring that really does something for you. Might be connected to somebody, a loved one that may have passed on. Self-employment, maybe you're creating a project for yourself or really getting deep in there as far as figuring out the details for a project that you've been working on. And sentimental feelings. I'm getting a lot of attachment to somebody who has passed on, somebody who meant something dearly to you and who has inspired you to take on a new project or to keep something going. I don't know. Let me know. Could just be like one of you. All right. So emotional. How are your emotions, or what are some important emotions that are coming up for the next 30 days? The next 30 days, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. How now, brown cat? Okay. Libra. Important emotions. I just got the word stubborn. Who's being stubborn? Happy? Whoa. All right. Okay. So we've got loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. You are not alone. Spirit has your back. There's somebody like literally over your shoulder at all times. You are connected to somebody. There's somebody important for some of you. But you're never alone. There's always spirit. You're always being observed in a sense. Either by your higher self that is already up over there and you're over here, and you know. But we also have patience and courage. So you might not be able to feel it. It might be getting on your nerves a little bit. Like, why haven't they visited me? What's going on? But they're trying. You just got to be patient and open up and have courage. Don't be afraid of the messages that come through, okay? I accept that everything happens in divine order. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Also, this could be, you know, things are reopening up. You could have an immune deficiency disorder. You could be afraid to get the vaccine. You know, all this crazy stuff is going on in the world right now. So it's taking a lot of courage to get back out there. But you're probably at this tipping point where you feel really lonely, but you're balancing it with patience because you understand, right? Yeah, so you're taking your own time frame. You're taking your time with this, getting back out there, which is fine. Everybody is doing it differently. That's all I'm gonna say about that, because I don't know. All right, so what do we have for Libra for the next 30 days? I'm using the Kipper deck to get an outline of maybe something that might be going on in the next 30 days for you, and then we're gonna do tarot. All right, for Libra. Libra. What's going on for the next 30 days for Libra? That's a lot, but we'll take false person. Oh my gosh. False person keeps coming up. It's driving me nuts. So false person. 8. Somebody's not who they say they are. Or maybe you're deceiving people because you're acting like you're fine and you're not. Right? Or maybe somebody's acting like they're fine, but they're not. Unexpected income. You know, we live life on our own terms, right? Even if we have to lose some people, even if some people move on. I feel like whoever this is pertaining to, like, they have their own path. Don't be mad at them, okay? If they're acting like they're fine, this is probably the way that they want it. And I think that we need to honor that. You know, maybe think about how you can honor that person by letting them be. You know? It's just a perspective. You know, I'm not a doctor. So, you have main female, wealthy man, and despair. This is a lot of loss energy. I think maybe somebody might be leaving you or have left you recently. Whether you're the main female or maybe you're leaving somebody, right? But I'm feeling like there might be an inheritance, or you thought that there would be an inheritance. Maybe there isn't. So you're going to be dealing with some emotions regarding that. Maybe they acted like they were wealthy and they weren't. And then when you got the divorce, or when you left, or when things happened, you were left down and out. So I do have unexpected income with wealthy man. So maybe you'll be meeting somebody who's well off. And maybe they're acting like they're not. You know, this could be, take it how it resonates. All right? Take what resonates. Leave the rest. All right, Libra. Looks like we're getting into the tea for you. Gift is at the bottom, right? So there might be a little thing to help you get through this. A little reparation, if you will. All right, let's see what is going on. Regular tarot. All right, Libra. All right, for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, what is going on for Libra for the next 30 days? We're doing a Celtic cross for Libra. I'll throw it out. My librarians. The balance keepers. Oof. All right, Libra. Let the cards get where they need to be. All right, Queen of Swords, this is your energy right now. I don't want to talk about it. I don't have very nice things to say right now, so I'm not talking about it. Or come at me. I got something I need to say. Here's what I don't understand. This doesn't make any sense. Like, I feel like you're calling someone out on their bullshit. Or you want to, but you're being blocked. Let's see. All right, so the focus right now is having compassion and understanding things that might not be super clear to you. With the Temperance card in reverse, you could be kind of drawing these conclusions. Yeah, so you could be drawing these conclusions based on previous experience, but you might be right. Because with the Temperance card in reverse, it's like you're not really letting yourself be vulnerable. You're not really listening to guidance at this time. You just kind of want to be upset. Or it's like you want your questions answered. You need your closure. Like you're stuck on this closure that you need. In the recent past, we do have the 10 of Cups in reverse. So something that you thought was going to be perfect and work out was blocked. It did not happen. I think that's why you're a little upset here. It didn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. There's no logical understanding of this because it doesn't make sense. So just be all stuck in your head about this, trying to find answers and clarity in something that, you know, is probably this false person. Your strength. Your strength is the 5 of coins. All right? You know how to survive. You're a survivor. But at this point, it's like, do you want to be strong? Like, I'm tired of this. Like, I've been left out in the cold how many times, and I didn't deserve this shit. Or, like, maybe there were signs, and you just didn't want to see them. In the near future, we do have the Page of Wands in reverse, so bad news. A message that you didn't really want to hear. So, I mean, you might get an answer. It might not be what you want to hear, but it's coming. Yeah. Damn. Did you get loneliness? You totally did. Okay. Justice on the bottom of the deck. Okay, there you are. All right, so your suggested approach is to approach a situation with love, right? Come from the heart space. All right, so realize where you are and where the other people are, if there are other people in the situation, and you're only responsible for your own well-being. No one is responsible for your happiness, okay? So someone was supposed to provide some sort of something that made your life perfect. Unfortunately, that's probably why it didn't work out, because that's not how it usually works out, right? I don't know why I felt the need to say that. I know. What you need to know is that there were some decisions that were made. You didn't heed the call. You weren't listening. Somebody wasn't listening. Somebody made a bad decision. They didn't go about this the right way. I don't know if it's you. I'm not calling you out. I'm not judging you at all. This is between you and me, Libra. And if it doesn't resonate, then maybe this isn't your reading. That's totally fine. So your hopes and fears right now is the 10 of Swords, but it's in reverse. It's like you'd really like to get over this and move on. You'd really like to not be stabbed in the back, but I think you're worried that you were. So I think you have a lot of questions, like, was this intentional? You know, was it me? Did they do this to hurt me? Are they doing, like, was this intentional is pretty much what I'm getting. And then you just I think you're going to try to isolate yourself and alienate people because you have some trust issues from here on out. Because I feel like this solidified when you're not clear about a situation and you have high hopes to not trust in it anymore. I'm going to get you some more advice. Get some advice for Libra, please. From Spirit, please. Oh, what do we got? Yeah. So don't be reckless in trying anything new. Don't just jump into things. So I'm getting that there were signs. There were signs that this wasn't exactly what it was. Was it too good to be true? I'm feeling like someone might have been scammed, right? Someone might have invested a lot into something and it doesn't make any logical sense. So then it's like, well, was this intentional? Can I even trust people who like want to help me now? Or like trust issues majorly. Yeah, so it's leaving you pretty sad. Like kind of feeling down on yourself. Like I shouldn't have trusted them. You know, failed. Look at that. Look at these cups, like just kicking them over, just knocking them down. Like screw this. You're just really not in a good place right now, and it's understandable. Okay. It's understandable. And it's interesting you got the loneliness card with the Hierophant. I'm sorry, the Hermit in reverse. Because that's loneliness and alienation. Okay. So I feel like Spirit was trying to warn you about the situation of this person, or somebody passed on was trying to warn you, or to let you know, you're putting all your eggs in this basket and it's got a hole in it, So just pay attention to the signs and have patience with yourself, have patience with others. You will rebuild this courage. You will rebuild the courage because you have to see the good. You have to see that you are able to learn from the situation and move forward. Taking matters into your own hands, not letting anybody touch your baby. You know what I mean? Your business is your baby, like what you're trying to do. So you might just need to be a little more skeptical about who you let in on your passion projects, or who you let know what your vulnerabilities are. Don't let people know your next move. Hold it close to your chest. I'm not saying alienate yourself. There are people that you can trust out there, but maybe you need to trust your intuition, because maybe it's been screaming at you and you were just so excited about whatever this was because you thought it was a great opportunity, but really it was the Ten of Cups reverse, right? It wasn't quite there. And I'm getting there were signs, there was some recklessness involved. You put faith into the wrong thing here. And that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you. But right now you need to focus on getting this upright. Trusting Spirit, trusting guidance. Learning to balance those emotions of excitement and not maturity, but level-headedness. The opposite of excitement, I guess. Down to earth. Being more down to earth and excited, so that you can kind of find balance when you're testing these new waters and exploring new things. But it feels like this is just a big old learning opportunity. But the good thing is you're strong. You can handle this. You've been here before. And it's time to reevaluate and look at everything, all the signs. Were they there? Were they not there? Did you ask the right questions? How can you keep this from happening in the future? Journal about it. And then when you're ready, take that leap of faith again, but just with a more wise perception. I'm sorry, Libra. Let's get you some advice, okay? Maybe some more clarity and advice. We're using the Quantum Oracle. I might read this out of the book for you. Quantum Oracle. Whoa. All right, professional assistance. Maybe they didn't have the credentials and you gave them a chance because you knew them or somebody knew them. So maybe have them submit examples of their work from previous projects. Courage again. But it's upright. Maybe, this could also be talking to a therapist. That's a big part of this card. And it takes a lot of courage to be vulnerable with a complete stranger. Definitely don't eat up everything that they're saying, but just take it as insight, perspective. There's no manual to life. There's no right or wrong way to do things. But generally, the professionals know how to open up those little crevices that we never even saw before. That can enlighten us to our own potential path, our own options that we didn't see, right? And it helps to make sense of it. It's not like you were wrong. It's more of like, hey, did you think of this over here? But there's a new path, right? Consult somebody who's a higher, if this does have to do with the project, consult somebody who's where you want to be. Put yourself in the environment of people who are successful, whatever your idea of success is. But people who've made it, read their books. I'm getting taking the courage to keep going on your path, but doing it in a new way and getting some professional assistance, whether it be through research, I mean, this paper is like really bright. So I think you'll just come across it. Don't scrutinize it too much when you're at the library. If something feels good to your heart, fucking just get it. Read it. Even if you skim through it and you only read the interesting parts. Like, opening your mind up to what these other successful people or people who have succeeded in what you're trying to do get to. I mean, that was a really long-winded approach to saying, you know, consult the authortile. Consult the authortile. And we have back and forth. So it'll be a tug of war. You know, you'll be fighting with yourself on how to move forward, but taking it into your own hands instead of letting this person conquer you, letting this situation rule the rest of you. I think you're going to be brave and move forward. I'm going to get you some numerology, actually. Oof, it's got nauseous. All right, Libra. Advice for the Libra, please. Closing advice for Libra. Bring love into the situation. It's a new moon in Aquarius. So bring love into the situation. You might be too logical about it. Again, think from your heart space. Just because something sounds good, does it feel good? Trust your intuition. Communication is the key. Ask all the right questions. You have all the sister signs have your back. New moon in Gemini, and now we're just waiting for Libra. See both sides of the story, you know? Instead of blaming yourself, you know? Yeah. So be bold and make the first move. Confidence is key to success. And have faith in your dreams. So it's time to build yourself up. Make yourself more confident about exactly what you want. What does it sound like? What does it look like? You know, can you say it with your chest out? You know, like, what are you doing? You know, did you do everything the way you probably should have done it? Or did you try to take the easy way out? You know, or do it the easy way? This feels like a minor botchy. But, you know, we all do it. No one's perfect. We're all learning, you know. And I have the utmost faith in you, Libra. I know that you're going to get through this. I know that you're going to find your path will be illuminated as far as connecting to your heart space and where you're going next. This person will not get away with it. Karma does its thing. Don't dwell on it too much about this person who may have, you know, they weren't exactly accurate on what they were able to provide or what they would provide. So I definitely wish you the best. Thank you so much for coming by. I've enjoyed reading for you today. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and all the information is down below. Thank you. Bye.